Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. Got a beer here I've had for a while. I didn't get a chance to really review it. It's been pushed around in my beer selection for quite a long time. I don't know why. It has. It's a style that I really don't go for with adjuncts. I really don't go for. Unfortunately, that's on me. I'm a dick. I was given this beer by my friend Donna when I was swinging through Ohio to go up to Detroit for my robotics training, and we went to Small Spade Top's house and had lots of fucking beer. It was great. My back was out, so I was in pain and torture the whole time, but the beer was good. Let's just say that. But this one is from the Regular Guy Brewing. This is Hot Blonde. Their jalapeno blonde ale. You earn it, enjoy it. 12 fluid ounces, 5% alcohol by the volumes. Kind of has that Dominion pinup girl look to it. So let's see what happens. Lots of barrel smoke off this one, for sure. Still more wafting out. Oh! Well, I didn't expect that to happen. Did you see that? The beer didn't foam up at all. The beer literally did not foam up at all. A lot of chunks in the beer too, I'm seeing. A lot of chunky, a lot of sedimentation. A lot of particulates floating in the beer. You see that? I don't know if you can see that, but look at the head on this thing. I don't know. A lot of streaming carbonation. Look at the fucking head on this thing. I'm just going to blame this whole thing on me for not having... I'm probably not going to review this. Probably going to delete this video. There's no buildup of head whatsoever in the bottle. I mean, there's a little ring of bubbles, but that's it. There's no sign of chaos except for a lot of crazy-ass, thick, dirty sedimentation. Well, it's died down now. Let's just see what we got here, because she was a big fan of this. All right, aroma. Very vegetal, but not, I'm saying like green jalapeno chilies. That sort of vegetal. So that's supposed to be in there. You know, a little bit of something that reminds me of a smoky or toastiness. A little bit of a, like, toasted grain. Toasted bread, rather, I meant to say. And a lot of chili. So, or pepper, I guess it is. So let's just try this and see, and then we'll do more of that. Now I can see after the head died down, there's a rolling carbonation in the bottle, but there's no big head, which is, I did not expect that poured out. Let's see what it is. Cheers. There's a lot of chili in that pepper. It's spicy as hell. Wow. As you can kind of imagine, it has an extremely light body. It's not super thin. It's like a high side of a low body, but it has that light, almost crisp lager body. The blonde ale is just very super subtle, very light. Again, a hint of a toasted grain in there, something like that, or toasted white bread. A nuance of that, of course, but everything's just wow. You get a little bit of the blonde ale, just a hint of that with that grain, that kind of white bread, toasted white bread quality. It's subtle, but it's in there. And all those jalapenos are just piled on top of that. So basically what you're drinking is just It's because it's showcasing the chili so much that it's just like you really need to love up front, really in your face jalapeno peppery spiciness and burn. It's not hurting my throat or anything like that. It's more just in the palate. It's not causing me to, you know, burn my throat or anything like that, but it's just really up front in your face. Um, 5%, easy drinking. The only thing that's making it a little bit harder to drink is the fact that it's just so forward with those chiles or peppers. Yeah. But the funny thing is, there's a lot of it's going on in your palate, but it's not that easy to drink, or not that hard to drink. It's not hindering the beer experience that much. It's a lot to deal with, though. It's a lot in your face, so you really need to. It's an as advertised beer. It's a jalapeno blonde ale, and it's not. They didn't skimp on it. I mean, it's not trying to blend itself with the blonde ale. The blonde ale is supposed to be kind of flat and dead, with a little nuance of the ale, and everything's supposed to be piled on top of it, and that's exactly what's happening. It's like I like with stouts and stuff, I want them to have a huge, rich, bold flavor to completely balance out any additions they put with the chiles and stuff like that. I want rich, creamy chocolate everywhere with hints of spiciness. This is whole shit tons of peppers and chilies. It's a jalapeno pepper, right? Jalapeno pepper with basically just riding the coat, riding on top of this little thin area of a blonde ale that kind of goes down your palate quickly. So I mean, if you guys really, really, really love your jalapenos and just really like a big spicy beer that lets you know exactly what you're drinking, this is what you should go for. I mean, it's a very good beer. Even with the explosion, I mean, the head, it dissipated pretty quickly, and it looks really, really, really chunky sedimentation, but I haven't really noticed that when I've been pouring it into the glass. There's more of a haze. There's slight particleization instead of big chunks. You whop it around a little bit, invigorate the head a little bit, watch it play around. It's just more haze. I think that sedimentation actually adds the body a little bit, makes it not like water. Actually, it's pretty good. It's a pretty good beer. At first, I was going to delete the video because I thought it was just going to be a nightmare. But it's a well-made beer. I don't know why it blew up. I'm going to blame that on me because I've had it for quite a while. But that chili, that pepper rather, that jalapeno, I think it's a pepper, not a chili, but a jalapeno is still kicking up. It is insane, and the fresher you get this, the more it's going to kick you in the face. I'm actually glad I've had it now, because if this was more overbearing, with like more in your face, I don't know if I'd be able to enjoy it as much as I am now. So that being said, I have no problem with getting it. I was going to give it a solid grade at first, at 7.5 solid, but I like it more than that. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10. I think it's really good. Again, it's not one of those beers that are trying to play with itself. It's showcasing that ingredient, and that's it. That's what it's doing. It's giving you a base blonde ale with very low ketones to showcase all this jalapeno on top of it, and that's what it's doing. So it's an as advertised beer. You're gonna get a kick in the mouth, and that's what that's what you got. So I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Other people would give it a lot higher. Some people would give it a lot less, because it's an intense beer, and you don't get a lot of beer out of it. You don't get that ale out of it. It's not showcasing the ale. It's showcasing the ingredient. So that being said, I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10 for the Regular Guy Brewing Company Hot Blonde, the Jalapeno Blonde Ale. And it is a hot blonde. I made a Chile beer a while ago. It was an Irish red ale with chilies and aged in rum barrels, and it was called Fire Crotch. And it has the same kind of thing. That burned a little bit more than this does, though. That was one of those ones you could feel in your throat and stuff. So I actually like this one better than the one I made. So anyway, this has been Paul from PABrewNews. Cheers. Bye-bye.